Today we are going to check the WooCommerce POS Partial Payment plugin. This plugin allows the customers to pay for their orders using partial payment, or through monthly installments, that is EMI. So now let's check the working of the plugin. Apart from this, I would like to mention that if you need extensions for increasing the sale of your e-commerce store, then you can visit store.webcool.com and explore a number of products for every technology. We also have the user guide for the same in our blog section, from where you can check the features and configurations to get to know the functionality of the extension as well. Now let's move back to our video. So here we are on the WooCommerce dashboard. We have already installed the plugin. So now let's check it. So initially we have to go to Point of Sale, and then we'll navigate to Settings. Once we are on the Settings page, next we'll go to Partial Payment and EMI. So from here we can configure the plugin as per our requirement. Let's go through the fields. Here we have the partial payment status. We can enable or disable it. Next we have the EMI email setting where the admin can enable or disable it. Moving further, we have the partial payment options. Here we can set it as allow both, allow only EMI options, or allow only partial payment options. Similarly, we have the EMI options, where we can set it as allow configured EMI options, allow Stripe EMI option, or allow both options. Alright, so the admin can configure the Stripe EMI option as well. Here they can provide the EMI options through Klarna, Affirm, or Afterpay ClearPay. They can also set the minimum amount that is required to convert a product order payment as EMI. Here we can set it as per requirement. Next we have two important notices. Here it says that in configured EMI option, the admin needs to take care and collect the payment from the customer by themselves. And next, in the Stripe EMI option, the admin will get the full amount from the Stripe. After which, the Stripe will themselves collect the EMI from the customers. Alright, let's move below. Here we have the Stripe configurations. Here we have several fields, for which the admin can set the test mode as enabled or disabled. They can set the test keys and the private live keys as well. So here we have the field for the test keys and the live keys as well. Moving further, we have the EMI terms and conditions. Here the admin can enter terms and conditions as per their requirement. Here a rich text editor is provided, and also a field is provided to attach term and condition in mail PDF. Here they can enable or disable it. Once the configurations are done, the admin can save the configuration. Alright, so that is done. So now let's go to the EMI and partial payment setting. Here there are two sections, which is the partial payment and the EMI. In the partial payment, the admin gets to see the order EMI list. They can see all of the orders based on their EMIs and also the payment type, which will be EMI or partial. Next, in the EMI section, the admin can configure the EMIs they want as per the requirement. They can set the EMI status as enable or disable, and they can create multiple EMI configurations. And they can set the following fields: the EMI status, the minimum EMI amount, the duration, the interest, the penalty type. They can set it as percentage or fixed. They can set the penalty EMI amount and set also the penalty waiver. So that is it for the configuration part. Now let's check it on the front end on the POS panel. So now let me navigate to it. Alright, so here we are on the front end POS panel. So now let's add some products to the cart, and let's see how the partial payment and the EMI function works. So I have added several multiple quantities to the POS card. Now let's tap on Pay. So here you can see the partial payment section is available. Let's tap on it. So once I will tap on the partial payment, here we get the cash payment, the other payments, and the EMI options as well. So for the cash payment, the customer can also check out with zero amount, and they can pay the amount later on the POS store. So I will enter the zero amount, and then tap on Confirm Payment and Generate Invoice. So as you can see, the order has been successfully placed with zero amount. So let's print the invoice. So here you can see the order amount is 0, and later the POS user can collect the amount from the customer. Alright, so now let's add the products again. Let's go to partial payment, and then now let's enter a partial amount. Let's enter. Now let's tap on Confirm Payment and Generate Invoice. So in the partial payment, here you can see that the customer has provided $100 and the due amount is $32. so this amount can be collected by the POS user as a pay later. Alright, now let's check the others as well. Let's check the EMI option. Let's tap on Pay. Let's tap on Partial Payment and then EMI. So here you can see several EMI options are available. The admin had configured the Allow Both options wherein they can provide the EMI to the customer based on their own configured EMI or the Stripe EMI options as well. So here they can provide the EMI to the customer as per the requirement, or they can also provide the Stripe EMI option by tapping on Select, and this will redirect to their respective EMI option gateways. Alright, so now let's go to the order section. Here the user can see the order status as partial payment. So let me click on an order, and let's here see the particular order which has the EMI input. So here we can see the View and Pay EMI option. Once I tap on that, here the EMI options are available and the information. So here you can see 2 EMIs are available for this order, so the customer has to pay 2 EMI amounts. One they can pay right now and another one is pending for a later date. So once the user taps on Pay Now, there will be a pop-up. We can select the payment option and add a note as well. Here they can select the payment option as per the configured payment option. They can use these options and then tap on Pay Now. So the EMI has been paid successfully. So that is how this plugin works. So if you need further assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at support@webcool.com or create a ticket at webcool.uvdesk.com. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.